And now, your weather authority. Sponsored by Red Pest Solutions, celebrating 70 years.
Well, good morning, South Mississippi. Dark clouds already moving in out there, though we're still hours away from any rain. Certainly different than yesterday, which was still blue at this point, and just starting to see some of those more upper level white clouds moving in. Nice and reflective, didn't cause too many problems, even still got some sun through, but now we're already gray skies, and it's just going to continue to ramp up as we see the winds pick up and eventually a line of storms move through. Doesn't look like these trees are moving too much, but there is a nice breeze getting going, and it's going to pick up into a pretty strong wind, expecting it to bounce between about 20 to 40 miles per hour throughout the day. It's more sustaining itself towards 30 is what I would say, especially as we head towards these hours when the potential for storms really starts to ramp up. It does look like it's a little bit later than yesterday, which was like a 2 o'clock to potentially 6 o'clock thing. Now moving more towards, I would say, 3 at the earliest, 4. It really depends on this line. Sometimes one of these lines can kind of break away from the front, move a little bit faster, so it could still arrive a little bit earlier. But right now looking like everything's kind of dragging on the back end of it. So feel pretty good about 3, 4 o'clock before we'd really start having to worry about too much with those potentially severe storms. Up until then, it'll just be the gray skies and the windy conditions. But once those storms get here, it's a very narrow looking band of intense thunderstorm activity, and then after that it will be over. So it's a very short amount of time that we truly have to worry, but it's enough to ramp us up to this level 3 out of 5 risk of severe weather across the area. And pretty much most of the state is in that, as well as this looks like a significant wind event possible as that passes through. You can see right here, nice bowing line, very likely upwards of 60 mile per hour winds or more on the backside of that as it approaches Shreveport. And again, you can kind of see how initially there's a little space in between these two. One kind of broke away and was moving a little bit faster, eventually merging with that line as it caught up. So hopefully that all stays right next to that front where it is, and that'll help with timing. But if it starts to break away, we could see things arriving a bit early. But right now, and this is one of the models I've been keeping track of, it kind of resets rather quickly. Looks like it's trending a little bit later, because earlier about 4 o'clock that more organized part of the line was over here, just coming up against Pearl River County. Now as we head towards 3 o'clock, we're just starting to see the possible first ragged showers starting to pop up as that line pushes in. Then by 4 o'clock, still haven't seen that line get there. And this one's showing upwards of 5 to 6 before it actually arrives. Other ones haven't seen a noticeable trend in that direction, but this would put it more in line with what it looked like we would see as we were finishing off last week, which looked like more of a potentially late night to almost overnight feature. But this will move through rather quickly. If this model in particular holds, it would arrive at about 6 o'clock and be all but out of the area by 8 o'clock, which means from west to east across the area, we're looking at 2-3 hours where we have this risk of weather, strong storms as that very narrow band passes through. So everyone's going to get it, but you just got to watch out and see when that arrives, and hopefully everybody will be in and doing wherever they need to be, and not trying to have some late evening Mardi Gras festivities that'll cause problems. Thankfully, things clear out nicely as we head into Ash Wednesday. Finally getting that dry air in, drops temperatures back down to where we should be. A little bit further than that even as we head into Thursday, but those clouds start creeping back in on the back end of the day, foreshadowing a rainy start to the weekend there, with more storms expected Saturday. Right as we head into Sunday, though, don't forget to spring forward into daylight saving time, and we'll start off our first official week of daylight saving time nice and sunny.